Hey everybody, NFT here. I hope you're all doing good. So, as you probably know by now, Phindr, one of the biggest jailbreak YouTubers right now, randomly quit a couple of days ago. You may have already seen the message he delivered before leaving, but if not, here it is. Basically, he just says he is quitting due to personal matters in his real life, not because of jailbreak or because of the community or anything like that. He thanks everyone for supporting him, and overall, I got the impression that it is very unlikely he will ever come back. This news was totally unexpected and caught the whole community by surprise. Many people have shared their sad reaction to his departure, myself included. However, I want to make a more lengthy tribute to him, as I thought he was a truly exceptional content creator, and I want to put into words what I loved about him and what I will miss from his channel. Before Phindr arrived, jailbreak YouTube was not in a great spot. Several great YouTubers like Napkin Nate had either quit or completely disappeared, and the ones that were left were just kind of dull and didn't really bring much to the table in terms of content, in my opinion. However, when Phindr showed up, this all changed. Phindr first started off creating some really entertaining shorts of random occurrences. These clips were short and sweet, they were easy to digest, and he was able to get so many views just by posting these. While these short clips were pretty good, Phindr's content got even better when he started making cinematic videos. These videos were really high quality and very well put together. They were edited well, they looked great, and overall it was a new type of content that we had never seen before in the jailbreak YouTube community. Phindr's cinematics were always amazing. What made them really appealing was how everybody watching the video could tell that he spent a lot of effort putting the cinematics together, and that was something I really appreciated compared to the low effort content I had been seeing from other YouTubers. When he started working with Hayes, he made the best speed test videos as well. Speed test videos prior to this were always flawed in some way, as there was always a way you could mess up or something, and there was no way to properly test how fast a vehicle could travel from one straight end to the other, so you could never really fully see the top speed of a vehicle. But Phindr and his friend Hayes were able to make several programs which let viewers see the best top speed that vehicles could have. In my opinion, Phindr's content never took a downturn, it only got better and better. He also made incredible reviews of vehicles that were very comprehensive, and in general, he just had a really nice variety of content. He had a mixture of random clips, impressive cinematics, and car reviews. I personally don't watch much jailbreak YouTube nowadays because I don't have that much time, but every time Phindr uploaded, I would always try to find time to check out his videos. I also want to quickly touch upon Phindr's brief modeling career. Phindr was really great at designing buildings. He made a really cool penthouse, a really cool mansion, an awesome airport which actually got added into the game, and more. In fact, he was working on a revamp of the prison, and from the pics he was posting of his progress, it would have looked really cool. Sadly, we will likely never see the finished product, but from the limited time he spent on modeling, Phindr was already doing a great job, and I would have loved to see how much better he could have gotten. Now, I personally did not know Phindr very well. I've only talked to him a couple of times. I've only played with him like 2 or 3 times, and I unfortunately have never spoken to him with my real voice. However, from when I did talk to him and from his behavior in general, I always thought he was a really cool guy with a great sense of humor, and he was never really arrogant. It would have been easy for his sudden explosion and great status in the community to get to his head, but I never really saw that reflected in his messages or on his content. He always seemed appreciative of his community down to the very end. He always seemed to promote a positive vibe from his videos and from his messages, and as far as I know of, he wasn't really in any major controversies, which helped keep his perception positive. I really wish I could have gotten to know Phindr better, and there are so many things I wish I could have asked him or talked to him about, but from when I did talk to him, he always seemed like a great guy. As I mentioned near the beginning, Phindr's disappearance was completely unexpected and came out of the blue for everybody. Just a day prior, Phindr was posting like normal and there was no hint that anything was wrong. So when he suddenly announced that he would be leaving for good, it came as a shock to pretty much everyone. I'm not going to pry too deep into his personal stuff as it's none of my business, but Nitso and Hayes both said that he was kind of getting tired of the game a little bit, which is totally understandable. If you play it for hours on end and you make content on it, it can be really easy to get tired of the game, so I really understand Phindr's fatigue. In that regard, it seemed inevitable that he would eventually shift to doing something else with his YouTube channel, but it turns out he would just leave it entirely. Again, I'm sad to see that this has happened. I would have loved to see how his YouTube channel progressed, but from what we did get, it was great. I wish Phindr nothing but success in whatever path he chooses to take, and I hope everything goes just as well for him in real life as it did for his YouTube career. In closing, Phindr was nothing short of phenomenal. Exploding out of nowhere, he left a huge mark on the Jailbreak and YouTube community through his really unique style of content, his high-tier editing and execution, and he came off as being a really nice and genuine guy who was a positive influence on the community. I would have loved to see how much further he could have gone in his YouTube and his modeling career, but from what we did get, he was nothing short of amazing. I am beyond devastated to see Phindr has left us. The community will never be the same, and we will miss him forever. I wish him nothing but luck in whatever future path he takes, and I hope he lives a great life. Farewell, Phindr. You are an absolute legend, and we will miss you forever.